What's going on, zombies? It's 4:54, still Saturday, and it's still the 6th of August 2022. Your emotionally deprived and sleep deprived zombie of Rosamond, California, Weaver John C. How do you do? I was visited by a friend, an overdue visit. I had thought maybe the family had gotten so much family issues that they forgot about little old me. And unfortunately, when you're dealing with my own personality and my own depression going on left and right, it seems like everything has to revolve around my own damn ego, my own world, and nothing else matters. And I have to be reminded. Some people may get busy left and right, but it's sure nice to get a visit from someone from time to time, just to show that there's still humanity left out there in the world. A family that my brother and I had met long ago, since moving in Rosamond and dealing with the busing. We dealt with this family who struggled like crazy with their kids and employment, living in a trailer home, and they're dealing with everything else under the sun, and still they keep it together. A lot of struggling to keep themselves together, and sometimes it's just hard. My brother and I had, had many good times with these people. Just giving us rides over to and from places, but also talking, come over and just talk. Or even over the past few years, after David died, coming over to their place just for a visit. I'm overwhelmed. And I have to say something on the air because hopefully they'll be able to get the message. So thank you guys. Originally, when I go to other places, I'm a little bit intimidated at times. If I'd been there many times, then I would feel a little comfort and ease because the routines would be crazy enough, and I can deal with deal with theirs and be okay about it. Doesn't matter if they try to calm things down. I'd like to understand how they're dealing with things so I can just get myself adjusted. I know what it's like to having company over and trying to make sure that everything is perfect when we also know that nothing is perfect these days. And we just have to accept it as is. I thought they forgot about me a little bit. But apparently they were still concerned about what was going on. I had to remind them. Of this channel. Let them know what's going on. Okay, so you're going to be asking me what's going on for today? Well, the plan is for today probably get the kitchen cleaned up a little bit more, get the kitchen straightened up a bit. I still got the damn bugs to deal with. But I know I still got cardboard to get out of. Get it out of here. A lot of cardboard that's broken down because of so many visits. I'll tell you something. Going over to the online and ordering stuff, there's a hazard in this. And I'll tell you what the hazard. The hazard is not losing your money. It's how to deal with the damn boxes you get over here. Come on. Do you ask the payment and then you tell them, okay, when you want it shipped? Do you want to ship it in smaller boxes a little bit later on? Or did you want the one big, huge monster from Timbuktu or something like that? So I see this huge box. And it would have the stuff, including air padding. You see these airbags attached to each other, stuffed in these things. And this would be the stuff that you get about 1 or 2 days after you order. Now, if you ordered and wanted at least 2 or 3 days, or maybe a week, maybe you get the smaller boxes and it'll be a little bit easier on the shipping. But you all want everything else in one, they'll shove it in one. And then you're struggling with the damn weight. But that's part of the problem right there. And I may go over that a little bit. But the main problem is what to do with the damn cardboard. Okay, simple enough for you, for some of those people who actually have single dwelling homes, single dwelling units. Or living in apartment complexes that you have to tear these things apart left and right and hope to God they fold into the garbage bags and then you can haul those things out of here. But what happens if you're getting a little delinquent when it comes down for these boxes? Some of them you think, well, okay, they might be useful for storage. And then, that's... And you see, the more boxes you're getting, because the more stuff you're ordering, the more stuff you're ordering, the more boxes you're getting, the more boxes you're getting, the more stuff you're ordering at this point over here, and wondering when the hell you're going to get rid of these damn things. And by the time you know, you got about 2 or 3 huge boxes of these folded cardboards stacking against each other. How's that embarrassing? I gotta get that shit out of here. Why would you ask for this? Why? Because when you get stuck, okay, I'm going to switch it over from the third person to the first person. Okay, when I got stuck dealing with the COVID stuff, I got used to ordering stuff online. Amazon started taking EBT food, which means I can order certain items by bulk. I can order fruit. I can order powdered milk. I can order powdered eggs. I don't know about vegetables. If there was a store around here that could do the Amazon, it would. But we don't have it out here in Antelope Valley. Definitely not in Roseman. So, canned vegetables. Then you got your meat products. You got your Spam. You got your processed meats. They look like they come from Holiday Delis. The processed crap. Not the real meat. Of course, you can order certain meats that are coming from foil packets. Tunas and chickens. Just little scant pieces of them. Pack of 12s or 24s, if they have them in stock. Starkist would be the main place, or somewhere else. Or how about if you're just into microwavable food? Well, we got your cans, assorted cans out here. We got your chilies. We got your concardes. We got your pastas. We got this. We got that. We even got canned Vienna sausage to drive you crazy. Or how about, even worse than that, the microwavable complete dinners from Hormel. Oh, no, not that stuff. Yes, that stuff. We will tell you why. We got the delectable macaroni and cheese. Spaghetti. We even got turkey and dressing with brown gravy stuff. Mother, help me, please. And if that's not bad enough, pieces of chicken breast with potatoes and the gravy, the chicken gravy, to make it into soupy. Swedish meatballs. And stroganoff. Even worse than that. You have your Salisbury steak, your roast beef, and another meat product, all with the brown gravy and the big clump of mashed potatoes. Hello, dinners and stuff. Did I tell you that they also had pot pie as well, or something similar to that? So, in a pinch, when the depression kicks in, and I don't have a kitchen available for cooking at that point, all I got to do is just pop in one of those dinners, pop in there for about a minute, minute and a half, and it feeds me. If I'm really hungry enough and I haven't missed, and I've already missed lunch, and possibly breakfast, and I'm going to get me something heavy, it's two of those meals. Mix them together, at least certain menus together anyway, and then try to digest them. It happens. For the most part, it's called life support. For the most part, it's called survival. When I get into the depressional stage at this point over here, I look at what ingredients I have left to cook, and if they're ready, I can try it. No guarantees I'm going to be a happy camper at this point over here because I'm going to be a miserable son of a bitch. I'll try to keep something simple as possible. Hell, I can just order cereal from Amazon and use powdered milk, and then I got my food right there, without even leaving the door, without even going down to the local stores to pick up the all-natural stuff, which is a hell of a lot better on pricing. But when I get depressed enough, and I'm not willing to go outside to do shopping, even to go to a damn liquor store about 700 yards away, 700 yards away, or is it 500 yards away, something like that, about 7 or 8 minutes away from here. 7 or 8 minute walk. Legs moving on ground. A human body actually moving forward, carrying a backpack. Okay, there she goes. Carrying a backpack and carrying an extra bag in there just in case to get some extra groceries. The simplest, easiest thing in the world to do. And yet, if I am motivated enough, and right now it's too damn hot for me to be motivated enough to go out there and kill myself, it's usually in the mornings when I get over there at 8 o'clock in the morning just to get it done. 8 o'clock in the morning. Because at that point, it's cool enough where I can get over there and not kill myself with dehydration, get the stuff, and get right back. And about 8:30, no problem. I've got the groceries, and I'm chilling out or taking out my dog again and drinking lots of liquid, especially in the heat. If we're dealing with the cold, no problem. I could deal with it. But the heat, I'm getting more and more sensitive to this. I'm not quite sure if it's going to be related to the depression or to the mental illness or to the grief, or is it just my body can't stand it because it's aging and lost tolerance for the sun and heat. I can walk on the campus of college in between buildings and kind of chill out a little bit in each building. If there's a breeze blowing by, it knocks down the degrees and I'm still able to function. But static, when it's just solid rays coming down on me, I'm frying. So I have to deal with that. I know, it sounds like complaints. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? What am I doing? I'm notating, I'm logging it in, and I'm dealing with air conditioning right now until it gets cool enough to the point that maybe I can barely stand it to go get some stuff done. If not, I'll wait in the morning to get the stuff done during that time, unless of course it's going to be school at this point. But consider this just basically a log just for today of what's happening right now. Because I owe this to some of those people out there who are still actually trying to figure out what the hell's going on with me. The summer has not been kind. The summer has been getting my ass reamed somehow. I'm going through the emotions. I'm going through the heavy-duty crying and the heaving and grieving and like crazy. More so this year than last year or the year before because the shock wave had already been out, and now I'm dealing just strictly with the pain. I'm dealing with the memories, and the memories are also triggers. Both good and... no, just memories. It doesn't matter if I got good or bad. They're just memories. Memories of me being with the family, either being yelled at, me yelling at them, yelling at me. We're going outside. We're dealing with stuff. We're dealing with stuff inside the house or apartment or whatever we're living in. Things you deal with your family, including dealing with dishes or dealing with a dishwasher or messing around with a coffee pot, trying to remember what kind of coffee pot you had and you're fixing coffee for family. Or even remembering or remembering that your family had special glasses. Special glasses like a big, tall, cylindrical one. My mother had about two of these. One's broken. The other one's still salvageable and still put away. And she's had this for, God, since the 80s. It's been a long while. So basically over 40, nearly 45, almost 50 years. Something like that. We got it for her at a pick and save. And she fell in love with it. It was her office. It was her office cup. She didn't put stuff in it. She put coffee in it. That was her coffee mug. Nobody used and nobody drank out of her coffee mug. My brother had his own mugs. I didn't drink out of them, even though he probably would allow me as such, but I wouldn't do it anyway because they were his and I had mine. We each had our own individual, but on some occasions we just didn't allow anybody else to touch them either. But the feelings of those, the memories of those, yes, they're nice and pleasant because some of them are actually here physically and I can actually touch them. But to tell you the honest to God truth, I haven't touched them in a hell of a long while. I know where they are, I know where they're located in, and I still haven't touched them. Because they're too damn special to me. They're way too damn special for me. Other than that, we're dealing with the heat. Outside. Inside, we're dealing with 72, maybe 73, and it's tolerable. It's nice. And we're hanging out with the bugs. We're dealing with the flies, we're dealing with roaches. Nice. See how we're going to be dealing with tomorrow. Probably the same thing. The same thing, I got to be cleaning up portions of this house. I have to. Okay, that's enough for me reminiscing. I'll let you guys know what's happening later on in life. Probably later this evening if I happen to wake up again at around midnight or so. And I'll let you zombies know what's going on. Till then.